Now I'm going to show you how to baste the star. You could baste the star with thread like we did on the circle, but I think it might be easier to use a washable glue stick to do the basting of the star. So once again, the reason why I'm basting, I want this 1/4 inch seam allowance out of the way so it's easier to handle when I go to apply it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clip these crevices, and I'm going to clip all the way up to that paper. I'm going to clip all the way up to the paper, and I'm going to go all the way around. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on each one of these star points one at a time. So I'm going to take my glue stick, and once again make sure that it's washable because you might have to wet this to get the glue out later. If it's permanent, you're going to be in trouble. So I'm going to use cardboard on the bottom because this gets a little messy. I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to glue both the paper and the fabric. Let me just put that. The first thing I'm going to do is pull this point down. Now, I've got that point down, but right here there's no glue because it was the other side. So I'm going to put a little bit more glue, and I'm going to turn this point. It's kind of like, or this side, it's kind of like wrapping a package. And then I'm going to turn this side. So I've got this nice, neat star. So the main thing I'm concerned about is getting a nice point on this star. So I can fool with this. I might need my scissors to get that pointed, but I get it to the point where I want, then I'm going to let it dry. And I'm going to work my way all the way around doing that for each one of these. Put glue on everything, bring this down, bring this over, and then the next one over. So the same thing happens if I'm going to be doing it with needle and thread. I've kind of worked my way around here to get to a point where it's easy to show. So I'm coming in to this point. If I go like this, then I'm going to have a hard time bringing this back around, and it's just going to be cumbersome. There's going to be fabric left over. I don't want to cut this because if I cut it, it makes it hard to handle the little piece that's left over. So I'm going to fold this down. I can put a pin there if I want to, or maybe I can just use my nail to turn that. And I'm going to put my big basting stitches in. Remember, I'm using white single strand thread, and when I get to this point I probably will take a second stitch to give me time to fold this over. Oops, I didn't cut this. Let me cut that. So I need to fold that over, and now I'm ready to stitch. Put my stitch in. Oops. And I'm ready to work my way down. So you can see that point. So either way, using thread to baste or using glue to baste will get you your star ready to be put on top of the circle.